Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Zers and Zizems, welcome back to an old-fashioned game I like to call If I Gotta See It, You Gotta See It. Because on this long road of confusion and suffering, we are in it together. I understand that, as the casual Americans like to do, working tends to be stressful. Whether if it's a 9 to 5, a 8 to 8, a 12 to 12, it's a little bit stressful to deal with sometimes. And so you would think the proper thing to do is take a break from time to time. Maybe your lunch break, maybe on your off days, maybe you put in some PTO and you go on a little vacation to relax and unwind and recharge throughout the time that you are employed at a company. These are all great ideas. Or maybe, just maybe, you have some grievances that leave you to end up injured in some capacity, right? You know, these make sense. When you get injured, you should probably be given a little bit of compensation if you were injured on the job, or things like that. What if I told you that there's a scenario in which you end up injured, not from anything physical, not from anything even in regards to anything randomly dropping on your head, not even you slipping and falling, but because of classroom transphobia?
School teacher, and I'm currently out on sick leave owing to injury in performance of job-related tasks in the workplace, caused by classroom transphobia and homophobia, owing to my own beliefs and opposition to the school-to-prison pipeline. This is a complicated situation, particularly because it is directly related to my gender identity and sexuality and homophobia in the classroom. But I just wanted to make it clear that it is because of the state takeover of Providence Public Schools and because of policies enacted by superintendents and the state commissioner of education at the Rhode Island Department of Education, which have resulted in 2 hospitalizations for me owing to violence against me as an LGBTQ plus community member and as a unionist. And so as a Providence public school teacher and a member of the Providence Teachers Union, I come forward to say that this state takeover has been tremendously transphobic and homophobic to me as an employee and to my students as members of my classroom. And I fault everyone in leadership responsible for elimination of key positions in faculty that were responsible for my safety in the classroom, particularly the dean position, which was vital for my safety in the classroom prior to the elimination of the position. And it is absolutely certain that my injuries would not have occurred had the state takeover not initiated a campaign of concerted effort to bust my bargaining unit, the Providence Teachers Union. The entire leadership that was originally brought in by Governor Raimondo to govern this state takeover was trained by Jeb Bush's Teach for Change school privatization think tank, and it is directly because of policies they learned at Teach for Change and in other school districts nationwide that I experience workplace injury.
For 3 minutes, I sat here confused as to how we got transphobia, injury, homophobia, and the school to prison pipeline all from one deranged individual who can't seem to understand that life really isn't what you thought it was going to be, and everybody's not going to capitulate and bend over to your whims and wisdoms. But what's funny about this person claiming injuries and transphobia and being a victim, I wonder if there was something that could make this person in particular not be viewed as the victim, and in one example be viewed as a manic freak who will destroy people's property and threaten to beat them with a wooden board.
You touch me with that, you're fucking dead. Fuck.
Yes, my name is Henry Gardner, and I work at the trunk store on Post Road.
Hit me with that, you
and I got a
fucking
guy
dead.
out here threatening my life. He's got a piece of wood trying to hit me, and he's trying to tear my signs up. I'm at 1565 Post Road.
Happy Pride. You're going to jail, bud.
Happy Pride.
You're going to fucking jail.
Nice, you guys.
The one thing I'll truly never understand are the individuals who are too brain dead to realize that the world is not their movie, that everyone's just a guest feature in. And they start realizing that just because you get in front of your friends, your family, or to a bunch of strangers on social media and proclaim that you are now a victim because of something that doesn't make any sense, it immediately puts you in a position to where you could do whatever you want. Yes, Family Guy made that joke, but let's be honest, that joke was meant for Family Guy. It isn't meant for real life. You could bring up any discrepancies regarding policies, school rules not abiding by you, even though you might be the educator and those rules are supposed to benefit the students and not really you. You can talk about your school to prison pipeline. You can do whatever you want. But when you start acting like a deranged dumbass out in public, it is immediately negated. Why? Because whatever discrepancies and issues you want solved, no one's going to care. They're going to wonder, why the fuck is this ugly motherfucker wearing a tight ass shirt threatening to hit people with a board and somehow thinking, yes, we're doing all the right things to better our society. And with that being said, I just want to look anyone directly in the eyes as I say this. If you think you're a victim going around doing shit that makes you out to be a deranged fucking lunatic, congratulations. You've lost the entire plot, and whatever movement you're trying to protect and cater to and save is immediately having its reputation ruined because you're the ones making them look like fucking idiots while they're just standing around saying, hey, I just want to be equal to that person over there. And that's really how the cookie tends to crumble. All right. I'm done with this video, but I will be live streaming because today is Tuesday and I'm ready to see the shit show that's the presidential debate. So if you want to watch that with me, you can, because I'll be over there on the live stream channel doing all the things that I do in a live setting. But if you don't and you're wondering about my thoughts after the fact, it's the same as it's always going to be. One side's going to win, another side's going to lose. One side's going to cheer, the other side's going to claim that the other side cheated. Rinse, repeat. Get ready to pay taxes next year. I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah! Goodbye.